Oh, oh, yeah, something's got it. Fish on. Oh, fish on. Fish on, guys. That didn't take long. Oh, what is that? Whoa, oh, fish on, guys. All right, look at that, under. I mean, it's just instant, guys. What's up, guys? I'm super excited about tomorrow. I have been waiting for this particular episode for a long time. Guys, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour species challenge. I'm starting at 10 a.m. and I'll be ending 10 a.m. the following day. So guys, tomorrow morning is when the action begins. My goal for the challenge is to hopefully hit 10 species or more, and we'll just have to see how everything shakes out. I have a lot of ideas and places I would like to fish in 24 hours. So without further ado, let's jump right to the action, and I'll see you on the water. So guys, I'm back here at Rogersville yet again, and normally when I launch at Rogersville, I'm gonna go straight up toward the spillway, but today I'm actually gonna start heading downriver because I'm seeing a ton of blue herrings as well as these white herrings. And you know, I always read nature. Anytime I see a bunch of birds lined up on the shoreline, that's usually a pretty good indicator that you should probably go check it out. So before we head up to the spillway, we're actually gonna head down toward the old bridge and see what we can find. So guys, as usual, I get my bait from Brummett's Bait and Tackle in Hampton, Tennessee. Those guys have always been really good to me, so I hope you guys will go check them out as well. Let's take a look at what I've got today. I've got a good mix of shiners as well as large toughies. But there we go. So we've got a nice mix today. Oh yeah, guys, we've got a lot of people fishing the banks over here, which tells me we're in for some fun times. Very interesting indeed. I like this spot. I think I want to wedge myself up against these rocks to fish right below this little spill. Oh yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. This whole little section here looks so good. All I'm gonna do is just slowly let the water kind of suck me into these rocks, and then we'll come to a full stop. Perfect, right there. Perfect, okay. All right, guys, so we're putting on a large toughie. Guys, I'm just opening up the bell, letting out some line. And he's just going down the lazy river here. Oh, oh, yeah, something's got it. Fish on. Something took it right under there, guys. So let's see what our first species of the day is. What is that? Aha, channel cat. Oh, nice. So guys, first species of the day, channel cat, and I hooked him right on the corner of the lip. But there you go, species number one, channel cat. Nice, good start. Curious about this side over here as well. Oh, guys, something's got it. I mean, that was instant, holy smokes. All right, we've got another fish on. Oh, here we go. And guys, we've got species number two. We've got a white bass on. Look at that, guys. This spot is paying dividends already. We've already got two species on the board. An aggressive little white bass. Check that guy out. That was cool. Let's see what else we may have in this little spot here. That was so instant, guys. All right, guys. We're gonna cruise down a little further. This spot's good, but I think there's some other spots that are gonna be even better. And we're already collecting trash here. Guys, anything I get today, trash-wise, I'm gonna put in the back of the kayak, and then I've got a trash bag back in the car. So we'll be able to deal with all this here in just a little bit. Oh, we got a fish on. Shoot. We've got a fish on. We got another white bass. I'm just gonna quickly paddle over here. Guys, I had my bait in the water while I was paddling, and suddenly a white bass nailed it. So go ahead and just get him unhooked, toss him back, and then get back to paddling so we don't crash. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do is we've got this little rock island right here. All I'm gonna do is just back up where there's no current, and we're gonna throw out into this current right here. So I'm gonna take the bobber off. Let's leave that up here. And the worm will naturally sink. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of pitch it out in the current. Right there. Kind of let it swing for a little while. Let it kind of take a little bit of that line. Line's starting to jump and move around. So something's playing with it right now. In fact, it looks like... No way. Oh, fish on. Here we go. Aha. And another catfish. All right, guys, here goes catfish number 2. All right, guys, so the first couple of fish have been a white bass and a catfish, and then I got another catfish on the worm as well. We're gonna go ahead and work our way back up to the spillway now and see what we can find up there. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is quickly pitch him out behind the boat right over there, put him in the rod holder, and we're just gonna slowly cruise, and it should not take long. What I'm hoping happens is I'm hoping there's a few hybrid in the mix where I can pick up another species on my way up to the spillway. Fish on, guys. That didn't take long. Oof. Goodness, what is that? Oh, wow. So guys, I was just trolling. I mean, I haven't gone very far at all. I just flipped the shiner out. I was getting ready to hit record when this thing just absolutely got smashed. I'm assuming a white bass, yeah. Another white bass, guys. They are just thick in here today. Everywhere I've gone, there has been a white bass bite. Man, that's a beefy white bass right there too. That's a nice one. Go ahead and let him go. Oh, there's a fish. Fish on. Holy guys. Wow. Oh man, do they fight hard. This is just a ton of fun, guys. So guys, another white bass. Yep, here we go. Fish on. All right, guys. Another white bass. There he goes. Fish on. Every time I cast, I'm getting a white bass. There he goes. Guys, I'm gonna put a bobber on here and just show you how crazy this is. Again, I'm wasting time. I've got a challenge happening, but I'm having so much fun with these white bass. I just want to show you just how crazy this is. I mean, we're just gonna pitch it right over here. There we go. You know, and we've got just a nice shiner on, and look at that, under. I mean, it's just instant, guys. It's unbelievable. All right, guys, well, I've discovered that there are literally thousands and thousands of white bass through here. I could troll for them, cast for them all day, and I would just catch my fill, but my goal is to catch multiple species, so we're gonna work our way up to the spillway and see if we can find some new species up there. All right, guys, so we were just trolling a swim bait behind the boat, and it got smoked. And man, nice fish. Big white bass. This is probably my biggest white bass of the day. That is nice. He absolutely smoked my swim bait. Look at that beauty. All right. Pitch him out, keep it moving. So guys, all I'm doing is I'm just taking this swim bait, pitch it behind the boat, and then I shut the bell. Here we go again, guys. Guys, this is just wild. These white bass are aggressive, they're hungry, and they are feeding. Oh, fish on. Yes, these guys are nuts. Let's keep cruising. We're getting closer now, guys. We're pretty close to the spillway. I'll continue to troll. We'll see what we can do. Oh man, really good hit that time, guys. Oh man, another white bass. Okay, let's see if we can muscle our way up around the corner here. I've got the pedals up because it gets so shallow. Guys, they changed the wall again. Oh my goodness. Craziness. I can't believe it. This is cool though. I like this new zone. So guys, they went ahead and moved that wall again. Unbelievable. Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and beach the kayak. But guys, look, they completely took down this wall that was here a few weeks ago. And suddenly we've got an area where potentially bait fish are hanging out, which is really, really cool. Guys, I can see fins sticking out of the water over there, so thick with fish. All right, here we go, guys. Just gonna pitch it out right here. See if we got anybody around. Oh, fish on. Oh, what is that? Oh boy, let me grab my net. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. He's getting into the current. This is a big fish. Ah, shoot. This is what I didn't want. Yeah, it's a carp, guys. I was not expecting that, but for this challenge, that's awesome. A carp ate a shiner. Oh gosh. Oh, what a fight. This thing is huge. Ah, shoot. Darn it, man. This fish is so strong, you guys. I'm having the hardest time landing him. Oh, come on. Get your head in there. Yes! Woo! Oh, man. Just caught a carp, you guys. I was not expecting a carp to take that, but it sure did. Yes. All right, there he goes, guys. So I just got the hook out, and away he goes. All right, guys, I just put on a big old shiner. Let's just see if we catch a bass or something else that might be hanging out back here. You never know. Oh, fish on. Ah, another carp. Got him. Oh man, that's a big carp right there. Wow. All right, hook's out. And the fish is off. All right, guys, so there's my second one. I honestly was not expecting carp to be eating fish, but you know, there you go. Seems like every year I catch a few of them. We need a bass bite back in here. Oh no, not another carp. Oh, that's a big carp. Got him. Oh, that's a huge carp. Jeez. Oh, yes. Look at that beauty. That is one big carp. I better hurry and just move over here to the shallows. Guys, check out that carp. That thing is really big. Let's go ahead and give him a nice little send off. There you go, dude. And he's out of here. Fish on. Fish on, guys. This does not feel like a carp. On the swim bait, guys. He's coming into the shallows, and I'm happy for it. Ah, catfish. Oh man, I really thought that was gonna be a hybrid or possibly something different, but there you go, channel cat on the swim bait. All right, guys, we're gonna switch over to a night crawler and see what we can do here. I'm hoping that we can catch at least one more species before we head out of this spot. Please don't be a carp. Please don't be a carp. Fish on. Yes. All right, guys, another species. We just got a bluegill. That's what I was hoping was down there nipping on these. So we'll add bluegill to our list. Fish on. Ooh, big bluegill that time. Wow. So huge upgrade. Just got a bigger bluegill. There we go. Bluegill away. All right, guys, so I've caught a few carp, bluegill, and I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer to see if I can possibly land a bass or a hybrid, and then we're gonna head out to a new spot. Oh, fish on. Fish on, guys. Oh, it's a bass. Okay, where's my net? I gotta get our net. Thank goodness I got a bass on. Oh man. Get him in the net. Yes. Oh, it's a largemouth, you guys. Oh, I was not expecting that, but that is another species on the board, and we will take it. But largemouth, we'll take them. All right, guys, good spot. Got a few good species there, but I'm not done. I feel like we've got some more to go before we leave Rogersville, so let's keep moving. That carp was a pleasant surprise, that's for sure. However, the other surprise is I have not caught a smallmouth yet. Oh, there's a turtle. We definitely don't want to catch a turtle today. That is something I don't want to catch. Oh, he's under. Fish on. What do we have here? Oh. Oh. Golly. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a white bass. These guys are absolutely crazy. Got him. Man, that bobber shot under, and sure enough, another white bass. Can you believe it? All right, guys, I crossed over to the other side because I've actually caught some smallmouth in the past on this side. So we're just gonna drift with the current and see if maybe, just maybe, we can pick at least one more species up before we get back to the boat ramp. The boat ramp is probably a little over a half mile away, so we've got some nice slow drifting. Let's see if we can catch something. Ooh. Fish on. That's one of the biggest reasons I crossed the other side, was to get away from the catfish. And yet I still found one. We'll just keep cruising, see what we can do. Fish on. Oh man, check it out, another white bass. Fish on. These white bass are in here thick today. Fish on. It's just absolutely insane. Fish on. And down he goes. Look at this school of white bass right here. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch how quick this shoots under. Fish on. Oh, this is too much fun. Oh, no way. And a catfish came in to mop up the dirty work. These guys are the cleanup crew. A lot of times you'll see catfish. They come running in right after hybrid and striper and white bass do a bunch of killing. They'll come zooming in right behind them to clean up all the leftovers. That's exactly what just happened there. All right, guys, so I spent a lot of time here at Rogersville and I ended up walking away with what I believe is 5 species. And guys, there's a lot more species to get after, so we're gonna head on to our next location, see how we can do. What's up, guys? I went and restocked my supplies. I also changed into some dry clothes, and guys, now I'm back here at downtown Elizabethton at the covered bridge. And we're gonna see if we can collect a couple more species for this challenge. All right, guys, so I got a single split shot, got a tiny little garlic worm. And what we're gonna do is just pitch it out, put one finger on the line, and there's all sorts of potential for trout as well as creek chub. And it would be really cool to go ahead and check one of those off the list as I'm coming through town. So guys, something's nibbling on him right now. Fish on. Here we go, guys, fish on. Let's see what we got here. Yes. What is that? Yes, a horny head creek chub. This is something maybe a lot of people have not seen before, but check out this wild looking fish. He's got horns on his head. He is a horny head creek chub. He's just an awesome looking little dude. Let's go ahead and let him go. All right, guys, so we caught one fish here. We're gonna quickly run down to the other side of the bridge, do one more spot, and then we're gonna keep going. I just made it to spot number 2. We're just on the other side of the bridge here in downtown Elizabethton, and we've got a nice little spot here. There's a lot of swirling water, so what I'm gonna do is I'm putting on a tiny little shiner, and we're gonna just check to see if there's any smallmouth or trout hanging out up in here. So we'll see. We shall see. He's under. Fish on. Way down river, but fish on, guys. Really nice fish too. Oh goodness, that's a good fish. What in the world did I hook? It's a big fish for this spot, guys. I gotta grab the net. Oh, I don't know what I've hooked here, but it's pretty nice. Oh yeah. You're not gonna believe it, but we have a smallmouth. No way. So I got one of these rare smallmouth that I've always wanted to catch. This is my first one ever caught on the Doe River. Little smallie right there. And there's another species, guys. All right, guys, well, that was a successful stop. We were able to grab 2 quick fish. Let's keep moving. All right, guys, so I'm in my final spot for the day. I'm here on Watauga River, and I'm gonna see if I can catch some trout. So I got a medium toughy, and we're gonna start off with just a weightless setup. And I'm just gonna pitch it right out here. See if anybody's around. Ooh, fish on, guys. That was quick. That was really quick. Let's get him over the ground. And there's a rainbow trout, guys, right there. Just like that, rainbow trout. All right, guys, rainbow trout. Check it out. Here he goes. Let's see if he's got a friend over here. Just gonna pitch a little bit to the left. Oh yeah, he got him. Fish on. Here we go, guys. Brown trout or rainbow trout? That's the question. Rainbow trout. So second trout is a rainbow. Fish on. Another rainbow. Man, All right guys, well the rainbow trout came easy, the brown trout has not, so we're gonna head out in the kayak now and see if we can go hunt one down before we call it a night. So guys, I elected to just leave the pedals because I honestly don't need them for this section. I'm feeling fairly confident as we go down the river to this first bend that we should be able to seal the deal. Whoa. He's got him. Fish on. Oh, fish off, and it was a brown trout. Guys, oh, I had a brown trout on. That hurt. All right, guys, we've got a fish on. Not the target, though. Another rainbow. They are just loaded in here today. All right, here we go. Brown trout, where are you? Normally, that's all I find. Today, I can't buy one. All right, guys, well, it's getting super late. It's starting to get really dark outside. I'm right next to the boat ramp right here. And I was able to land a rainbow trout, but brown trout are hard to come by right now. But for now, we're gonna go back, get everything loaded up, head back to the house. What's up, guys? It's the next morning and it is definitely still dark outside. I've got 3 locations left I'd like to hit before it turns to 10 a.m. So without further ado, let's get going, see if we can get some more species. So guys, I'm after a sculpin, which is an interesting little creature that lives in Buffalo Creek. Kind of looks like a gargoyle a little bit. But guys, I'll cut the camera back on if I get a bite. We got a sculpin. Yes. I can't believe it, guys. I just started reeling in and I felt some weight on this guy. Check it out, guys. That's what a sculpin is. Pretty wild. Anyway, we'll toss him back. So guys, I just caught a sculpin, which was my goal. I gave myself 30 minutes. I caught it about 20 minutes in. Let's head to our next location, see what else we can find. All right, guys, so I'm down at a little bitty creek where I know there are creek chubs as well as green sunfish. If I get one more species, I'll hit my goal of 10, so I can't wait. Let's try it out, see what we can get. We got some creek chubs down in here. Let's give it a few more minutes. Fish on, fish on. Yes. All right, guys, so we just caught a standard creek chub. Took me a little while, but we finally got them. So guys, we've got our 10th species, the creek chub. Let's go ahead and toss them back in. And we'll do a couple more casts and see if we can get anything else before we go. But that's number 10, so I hit my goal, guys. Yeah, it's funny, they're all hitting on the far side of the pool. Go figure, you know, large man stands at the pool, only eat at the other side. Makes sense. Fish on. There you go. And there's my second creek chub. So now the creek chub bite's turning on. Great little baits, by the way. When you're trying to bass fish or even, you know, striper, things like that. Potentially a really good bait to use. Now, if I can just find a green sunfish in this mix, I'll be so happy. Fish on. Man. Creek chub after creek chub's just flying in now. All right, last cast, then we're gonna get going. Fish on. My goodness, the creek chub bite is incredible. All right, we dialed it in, but it's time to go. So there's a little creek chub. Give him a toss. We got to keep moving. We've got one more location to hit before we go that's near and dear to my heart. So let's get moving. All right, guys, well, we just caught a creek chub, and that means that I've just hit species number 10. I hope you'll give this video a like just for that, because I hit my goal. Now we're gonna see if we can exceed that goal and catch a few more fish before we hit 10 a.m. All right, guys, we're on the home stretch. I'm now on Boone Lake, and I'm gonna be trolling for big fish like brown trout, hybrid, and even maybe a striper. So guys, we're gonna zip over to a spot where I've got about an hour and a half left, and let's go trolling and see if we can get something big. Well, guys, I wish I could tell you that the striper and hybrid bite was on, but unfortunately it was not. And I was not able to finish with another species. All right, guys, that's going to conclude the 24-hour species challenge. I was able to get 10 species, which I'm very proud of. I also think it's very beatable for next year, and I'm going to have to do a better job of time management. I think I had too much fun down in Rogersville catching all those white bass. So there's definitely some things to work on. I'm excited to do this again next year. I think it'll be fun. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give it a like. Also, if you guys are interested in more exciting adventures in Rogersville, I've got a fun video right here. Or if you'd prefer to see me catching a striper out of Boone Lake, I've got a fun video right here. Until next time, tight lines.
3, 2,